Make up your mind. How many times have you heard that from your spouse, your parent, or your sibling? It's commonplace in familiar settings. But have you ever heard your boss or one of your coworkers say it? I doubt it. Charan, author of Conquering a Culture of Indecision in Harvard Business Review's Best of 2001, spent time on the faculty of 2 business schools, including Harvard, and has advised top executives at companies including GE, Ford, and DuPont. In fact, the former CEO of GE, Jack Welch, said this about Charan. He has the rare ability to distill meaningful from meaningless and transfer it to others in a quiet, effective way. He understands the need for decisive dialogue in a business environment. Employees need to speak their minds, and bosses need to open their minds. In the article, he outlines steps to reaching that decisive dialogue. Human interaction is the best way to challenge assumptions, share information, and voice disagreements. Charan says dialogue is the single most important factor underlying the productivity and growth of the knowledge worker. Even more important is honest dialogue, which should be the center of committee and budget meetings and strategy sessions. Other important steps include setting the tone, following through, and providing feedback. Unique dialogue can help an organization gain a competitive advantage. There are 4 keys to decisive dialogue. First, openness. There is no predetermined outcome for a conversation. Second, candor. Employees need to be willing to speak the unspeakable and give real opinions. Third, informality. It encourages candor and reduces defensiveness in vital situations. Finally, closure. At the end of the meeting, people should know exactly what to do. The right type of dialogue will produce decisions. James O'Toole, Warren Bennis, and Daniel Goleman are the authors of Transparency. In the next clip, O'Toole discusses the importance of creating a culture of candor.
The book Transparency suggests that a culture of openness and candor is crucial to the health of any organization. Author Jim O'Toole explains why transparency is needed now more than ever and what companies can do to achieve it.
The definition of transparent is simple enough. It means capable of being seen through. Now, as a free society, we long for our public institutions, our corporations, and other organizations to be honest and open about their dealings. Despite the promise of transparency from the leaders of those institutions, we often have the sinking feeling that we're not being told all we need to know or have the right to know. Transparency is needed now more than ever. What does it mean to be transparent in the business world? What does it mean to create a transparent organization? My co-authors Warren Bennis, Daniel Goleman, and I examine transparency from 3 different vantage points: organizations, leadership, and in the context of the new digital age. No matter what the official line might be, true transparency is rare. Many organizations pay lip service to the values of openness and candor, but they don't deliver. When we speak of transparency, we are talking about the free flow of information within an organization and between the organization and its many stakeholders. This means that crucial information gets to the right person, at the right time, and for the right reason. Think of the flow of information as the organization's central nervous system. Its capacity to compete, solve problems, meet challenges, and achieve goals varies to the degree that the information flow remains healthy. For information to flow freely within an organization, all participants in the institution must feel free to speak openly, and leaders must welcome such openness. But our research shows that the higher leaders rise, the less honest feedback that they get from their followers. As a result, leaders lose touch with the reality of their organization. Transparency begins with leadership. Leaders must be open to and even welcome and reward unsettling information.
Let's not forget the other keys to creating decisive dialogue: follow through and feedback. Charan says lack of follow through destroys the discipline of execution and encourages indecision. Performance and compensation reviews are 2 of the most effective ways to employ follow through and feedback in an organization. Effective performance and compensation reviews will be direct, detailed, and informative for the employee. The one thing they should not be is surprising. Leaders should be collecting information for their appraisal throughout the year, and they should be giving feedback to their employees at many opportune moments. A surprise performance review is a leadership failure. Charan's advice resonates with the message of Buckingham and Kaufman in First Break All the Rules. Companies should select their talent, then challenge them with open, honest discussions. There should be frequent interaction between managers and employees, especially concerning their performance, style, and goals. Finally, together, managers and their employees must make fruitful decisions using their open, honest discussions to arrive at conclusions that create win-win situations for all parties involved. Charan is an experienced and knowledgeable consultant for many top executives in the world. His outline for achieving a decisive culture has been implemented by many companies, and other leadership experts have reiterated the need for this decisive dialogue. There is no question that without the ability to make a decision after deep thought and discussion, a company and its leaders will struggle.